I worry about the airline sometimes.
You can always come work with us.
No thanks.
Well, Sistas fans, look, I'm not rooting for the Tony Danny shipping or anything, but something interesting about his character. I can't believe I did a whole video about Tony is not a man of morals or values and he's trash. And now I'm kind of giving the character a little bit of props. Not really. See, he mentions to Danny how he's like vice president of the airlines or whatever, or at least you know, the company that they both work in. And instead of being some office guy, he actually works the front lines. Because Danny says like, well, I thought you just worked at one of the counters or anything. It's like, well, yeah, I'm VP, but the thing is like, I sometimes work on the floor with everyone else. That way I can kind of gauge the customers, like what's working in the business, what's not working for the customers. Then I bring it back to the executives. And then from there, they try to fix things. That's a very admirable kind of thing. As someone who, if you know my story, I used to work at a call center at Liberty University after I graduated. And one of the reasons I left is because towards the end of my time there, what was it, 3 years and 2 months I was there? Yeah, those final several months, there were just so many changes in management that the new leadership, they didn't really take the time to see the inner workings of our department. They just came in and changed everything, and then things started flopping and became miserable for us, the workers on the front lines. They really didn't understand. And I even wrote like a 12-page resignation letter with 20 reasons why I was leaving. And after I left, somebody said, you know what, your letter just left such a mark on the department, yet management said they couldn't understand why I was leaving. And I'm like, well, hey, I spelled it out for you. And so I will say that, Tony, I'll give you props for that. I do like the fact that you are working the front lines and trying to get a feel for what the customers are, digging about the business and what they aren't. So there's that. And then in the promo for next week, he kind of offers Danny a new position. Like, hey, if you don't want to work where you are now, I mean, maybe I could hook you up with another position in the company. Danny says no, but I honestly think she's probably going to change positions at some point. Maybe the more she grows closer to Tony, she'll decide to do it. My thing is this. Tony's giving me Robin vibes, because if you go back to the scene where he describes what his job position is, it's almost like he's hesitant to reveal stuff, kind of stumbling over his words. There are pauses in it. Doesn't that remind you of when Robin first introduced himself? Actually, I work over in like, what do you say, like France or the UK, or basically overseas. He's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm like a liaison between this law firm and our, sister company over across, in another continent. But then it was revealed that he actually owns the law firm. He just hides behind the facade of a group of white guys because most people would respect that more than a black person running a law firm. Do you think it is possible that Tony is kind of in a same kind of undercover boss? Yeah, there we go. An undercover boss position. Like, he's kind of wanting to get to know Danny, and given, how much he quote unquote creeps on her and knows about her, it wouldn't surprise me, because Tony does seem to be giving, Robin vibes. Because what? Robin apparently knew far more about Andy than he originally let on, and far more about Andy than Andy knew about him. Hence why Andy was entertaining the idea of flirting with him, but never going too far because she was engaged, because she felt like she was running the show. But when Robin put all of his cards on the table and revealed, like, yeah, I know a lot about you, Andy, that's when she started to get flustered and crap and feeling mad at Robin because, you know what, no, I feel played, like you played me. No. You're just mad because he wasn't playing the game that you were playing his game instead of the other way around. So I think Tony, there's stuff we don't know. Like, remember, it's going to be revealed he has an ex-wife and 2 kids in season 7. But then again, Danny does say something over the phone in the promo for next week, like he's a married man, so who knows? Maybe that's referring to Tony, maybe not. But my question is this. Do you think that Danny will take up a new job position at the airport? Do you think that is going to be a good or bad thing? Because something tells me it's like, I don't know. Tony's the VP. That means he got some power. So I hope it isn't a situation where if Danny does choose to move to a different position in the airport, but then for whatever reason, she decides not to, get into a relationship with Tony or something, then, he'll take it out on her by, I don't know, getting her fired or demoted or something, which technically I believe is a form of sexual harassment in the workplace that Danni can use in a case. Possibly. I think so. Well, yeah, who knows? I mean, hey, even though I do not like how she did Preston, kind of like with Karen in the new salon, like I said, like her letting go of Zach and letting go of things that have kept her stressed and whatnot, her moving on and things have been getting better for her. I hope the same happens for Danni, where it's like, it sucks things didn't work out with Preston, mainly her fault. But if she decides to focus on being a better person in general, being more present at work. And when I mean present, I mean like being in the moment, because more often than not, the jokey side of Danni is like she's smoking on the job and whatnot. But I feel like with Zach, you know how Miss Lisa talked with Zach at the end of season 1, and then Fatima saw potential in him. I think Danni, and look, I'm trying to be a little lenient on Danni. I think Danni is the kind of person where she just fooled around a lot, but she has potential. But if she actually kind of, focused, she's probably capable of far more than she gives herself credit for. So if Tony's able to hook her up with a job that allows her to showcase her true skills, as opposed to just working a job to, pay the bills, I think we might see a different side of Danni in season 7. See, I'm trying to give these characters credit, I'm really trying here. But with that being said, do you think Danni should accept the new job position? Do you think it'll be better pay? Do you think it will be just a better experience for her at the company? Let me know in the comment section below. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, if Karen's getting a new salon set up and we learn Sabrina and possibly her either getting her old position at the bank back or just a new one in general, I feel like Tyler is going to shake things up in season 7. So Danni taking the new job position could indeed be part of the rebranding of what the sisters are going to be up to moving forward. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate the support on the channel. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.